welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost 183 pounds on a ketogenic journey. And right now, we are doing a stream cut. We are doing, well, I am. No one else in my family does keto other than me. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this morning's ketone readings, glucose readings, and GKI. Okay, so it's Sunday evening, about 6 o'clock. You saw my readings. They're the same every day, basically, which is a good thing. It means my sugars aren't fluctuating. My ketones aren't fluctuating. I'm staying at high ketosis. My glucose is amazing when I wake up. Ketones are amazing. I don't do them in the evening because I'm pretty sure they go up, not down, because I have a tendency in the morning to have the highest sugars and I have the lowest ketones in the morning. So that's why I just do it in the morning. And if you have a keto mojo, you know those strips are not cheap. So once a day is all I can afford to do. And that's even a little too pricey. But that's what we're going with. So I'm just sitting on the couch this evening, trying to get comfortable. So it's not a like I don't have anything planned to talk about like yesterday. Today I haven't done much except laundry. So I was on strike. I have a 14-year-old daughter who likes to hide her clothes in her bedroom, and when I do laundry I miss them and then I have tons more to do. So I refuse to do her laundry since probably Christmas. Not gonna lie, I think she's done it once during that time. She also lives at her grandma's house who does all her laundry for her. So the laundry that has been here piled up really, really high in the bathtub, the only bathtub in the house, which is in her room. And it's one of those tiny little bathtubs, so we've actually never used it ever. And I need to take a shower in or anything. So it's piled up with clothes. Really, really high. And I was refusing to wash them. I mean, her sheets were in there, her blankets were in there, her clothes, good clothes, play clothes, sleep clothes, you name it. And what have I done all day long? I give up. I have to do them. I have been doing laundry all day. I'm not folding them, I'm not putting them away, I am piling them on her bed. And they'll probably be there another year, knowing her. But I learned that I stress very easily. My adrenal gland already doesn't work so properly, and when you stress, you release cortisol in your body. So I'm no longer going to stress. I'm no longer going to yell at her or tell her to do something over and over again because it becomes a fight. And I don't want to fight every day of my life all the time. I'm tired of it. I feel like I've been fighting with everyone all my life. Like, I have different views than a lot of people. And it's not me fighting for them to come to my side. They're fighting against me to go to their side. And why can't we just all believe differently and think differently? Which I know has nothing to do with fighting with my daughter. However, it's still a fight. So I feel like everything is a fight all the time, and I gave up today. She wins. She wins because she told me I could go outside and burn her clothes because she wasn't going to wash them. Am I going to go burn her clothes? No, I'm not crazy. So I washed the stupid clothes. which she probably won't even wear anyways because she's always at her Nana's and she lives in pajamas 24/7 right now. But that's what I've been doing all day. Laundry, laundry, and laundry. Also, I woke up hungry today. I don't usually wake up hungry. I've been dreaming about food in my sleep, which is not a good thing. So I had my coffee about 1 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock today. Come 2:30, I was starving. I did check my sugar. It was still 80. It was around 84 at that time. So my sugar hadn't gone up. My body was just honestly hungry. So I decided to have dinner an hour early. Way more calories than I have been doing as well. And I actually couldn't even eat all the food I gave myself. And I still, hours later, I have no desire. I did finish my collagen coffee, but I had no desire to go and eat those pieces that I didn't eat. Let me show you that real fast so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I am doing 2 wings, 1 serving of cauliflower, which is 85 grams. I'm doing 80 grams of radishes, air fried, and I'm doing 3 ounces of steak today on the grill. Didn't come out the way I like. For some reason it looks more steam, but I'm going to try it because, you know, I'm adding new things each day to see what my stomach can handle, and I would like to see what it does to my weight. So today's calorie count is going to be higher than all the other days so far. It's only 3:45 and I am famished today beyond belief. I normally go until 5 before I eat, but that's not happening today. So I'm about to dig in and we'll see how much I eat and how it makes me feel. Okay, so I did not eat all the food. I'm actually really stuffed. So I left 2 of the drumsticks and some of, this is probably 10 grams, the 20, it's really weird. You don't get a lot for 80, and 40 only has like 10 plus pieces. So that's what I've left, and if I get hungry later, I'm going to put this away. I'll eat this. I'm just throwing these away. I didn't actually like them tonight. So we'll see if I need to eat anything else later or if I'm good for the whole night. Okay, so you just saw I didn't eat the 2 little drumsticks of it. If I get hungry tonight, I'll go eat it. What happened with the steak? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I had no issues, which is surprising because we all know 2+ months ago, food was killing me. And everything I've been trying, I seem to be able to eat again, at least heartburn-wise and pain-wise. So it was a very lean cut. I cut all fat off. I only had 3.5 ounces of it, which was, I think, 188 calories. It was not a lot of fat. I know the fat, I cut all the fat off. If I hadn't cut the fat off and it was 5 ounces, it would have been 33 grams of fat. So I'm thinking it's 20 or less. And I basically only had 1 full wing, which was only 200 calories. And like, I was planning on eating like a lot of calories today because I decided on Sundays is going to be 12 to 1400 calories, and I'm going to up my fat that day, and I just couldn't do it. I did eat more carbs than normal, which was only 2 extra because radishes barely has any carbs, especially like 40 grams, which is very tiny, is only 1 total carb. And I had almost, well, I measured out 80, didn't eat 80, y'all saw that. So I don't know how many I actually really had, probably just 1. So my carbs are staying below 7 total. My knees started hurting, sorry. Staying under 7 total carbs a day. I'm doing amazing on that. My fats are staying around 45 or less. And I have no hunger except today when I woke up. But I could be thirsty for all I know. I should have like drank some water and saw first. So the rest of the night I will be eating ice and drinking water. You're probably wondering what my weigh-in was today. My weigh-in is 2 points less than yesterday, so it is back to 185.6. So I'm basically teeter-tottering the last 3 days around the same weight. My body does do that. So this past week I lost almost 2 whole pounds. Last week was 3 pounds. So far for the month of June, I'm down 5 pounds. The month of May was 10 pounds. The month of April was 23 pounds. So as you lose more and more, those numbers become less and less each month. We all know that, who's been on keto for a while. Also, it can fluctuate up and down, especially if you're a woman. But I'm never giving up at all. And my calories, like I said, because of my polycystic ovary syndrome, because I just screwed up my metabolism years ago, I really cannot lose weight if I'm above 1,200 calories. Keto, you're not supposed to have to worry about your calories, but there's a lot of us, not just me, who have to worry about the calorie intake. I thought I could get away with not. And I could get away with building muscle, but the actual scale numbers never were going down. So I am going to go this week and buy some chicken breasts because I believe I need more protein than I'm actually eating, and I kind of got sick of the wings today. Today was the first day that I couldn't finish the wing. I just was sick of it. So our meat market doesn't open until Tuesdays. They're always closed on Mondays. So I will be eating wings tomorrow, but then I will not be buying wings this next week. I'm going to go with like chicken breast and I don't know, maybe another steak. I get porterhouses, and I eat that little tiny piece off of it and let everyone else have that big piece. Like whoever wants it can have it. My dad usually eats it at the next day in a stir fry with bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms. But I cannot do next day steak, and that one came out boiled to me. Like, I don't know why. I had it as hot as it would go, and I've had the grill for like a year, so I don't know as if it's going bad. I couldn't get the flames to go up, and it's a brand new tank of propane, and I had it as high as possible, and the valve was open, but the flames just would not come up today. So I'm not really sure why. So right now, me sitting like this and sitting, I'll say the appropriate way, crisscross applesauce, I think is how the kids say it now, so that it is not racist, because the old word everyone said is a racist saying that. So yeah, I used to couldn't do that. It would be very painful. I couldn't even begin to do it, especially at 368, but I couldn't even do it a couple of months ago. It was really painful. Also, I think the exercises I'm doing in the pool, which is a lot of stretching and stuff, especially my muscles, trying to get some flexibility back in my legs. I used to could do ballet, believe it or not, but I can no longer lift my legs up very high. I can no longer spread them apart like you need to do or anything, because I had gotten so fat that my bones got out of alignment and all kind of stuff. You can imagine my thighs were gigantic. This is not a joke. That's why I'm going to have the excess skin, because my thighs were so huge. So huge. That is where I can pull skin. I have tons of fat there, but I can pull actual skin away from my body on my thighs because they have shrank so drastically compared to what they were. My thighs, each one was bigger than my waist is right now. Okay, they were like, wow. So this is like a scale victory to be able to sit like this comfortably. It's like a miracle. Like my stomach's not up into my face. Like I'm not pushing my stomach up or nothing. Like these off-scale victories, I like even more than what the scale says. I'm in a medium top. I'm a junior miss, medium top. I have to buy, like this is a small wristband for my watch, and I can tighten it. I can tighten it even more if I wanted to. It's kind of loose right now. But I used to have to buy the extra large and buy extra things to clip it. My Shastra bracelets I buy, they actually don't stretch at all, because my hand and stuff is so tiny. So, and I'm down. I was a 12 ring, and now I am about 6.5. So all those little things are like amazing. The shoe, okay people, here goes the shoe one. The shoe one is crazy to me. Hold on. Okay, so I never had a very wide foot, so it always caused me issues. But I had 11.5 shoe foot. So if I wore a 12, it was too big because they always made it too wide. So I couldn't wear like tennis shoes or anything because I had very narrow feet. I needed 11 and a half. They didn't make it. I would have to squeeze into 11. But the back and wideness, even when I just got regular ones, would flip-flop out of the shoe every time I walked because my foot was narrow, just really weirdly long. But after losing all this weight, it is still just as narrow because it's gotten way more narrow, like insanely. And so I have to get the ones with the rubber band at the back of the shoes now, which they didn't make back then. But it's a 10 and a half to a 10. Like, the length of my foot has even shrank because the back heel lost so much weight that, like, it's weird. Are y'all having those issues yet? Like, it's just all these off-scale victories that I noticed every day. Shoe size, of course, clothes size, how I'm comfortable wearing my hair because of my jawlines, being able to sit like this. Like, there's a whole list. The worst part was the seatbelt. And when I say worse instead of best, let me explain. So I used to have to pull it all the way out, as far as possible. And it would be really tight and almost choke me the whole time. But when you pull it out that far, it gets stuck. And you have to manually feed it back in. Yeah, I have a hard time remembering that. It doesn't have to be manually put back in. Last year, I chipped a little bone of my elbow because it came shooting back like a bullet because I didn't realize seatbelts could do that because I had been so fat for so long that I manually fed them in all the time. Now I have to remind myself, pay attention, because at least there's not that much pulled out anymore, but it still goes really fast and hits my elbow, that little stupid metal piece. I'm klutzy and I'm accident prone, so if it's a way to hurt myself, I'm going to hurt myself. Oh, we were able to move the seat up on the bike like I was saying the other day, and I'm getting better at riding it more. It's not really made for sand though, and it pulls away, and I almost fall during the sand parts because it stops. It completely pulls the steering wheel. And one of the issues is it has one of those stupid shocks at the steering wheel. And that sucker, when you live on uneven land, is bouncing the whole time like this. And that is not a pleasant ride at all. So I can't wait for stores to get bikes again because I really want one. And it needs to be like a beach cruiser with like 6 speeds or 4 speeds, something like that, because we have a lot of sand, but I do need some speeds because we also have the hills. So yeah, can stores please get them back in, please? And not the expensive ones, not like 3, 4, 5, or a couple thousand. No, can we go back to the ones under $200, please? Because I really, really, really want a bike that's not all rusted. And yeah, because the seat came falling down the other day. Not because my butt's too big, but because it got so rusted on the seat area that you can't tighten it back to stay up there. But I think I tightened it way more this time, so it's not going to fall again. I don't think my dad tightened it at all. Like, it was just like, bam! Scared the crap out of me. It's when I hit a bump, too. But yeah, so this is my Sunday. Doing my daughter's laundry that I swore I wasn't going to do. And that was my meal. And what is it? Let's see exactly what time it is. Let's see. It is exactly 6 o'clock right now. Like I said, I'm just doing ice and water for the rest of the night. So my fasting has started way earlier. And hopefully I can continue it on until 1 or 2 tomorrow. That's usually when I break my fast with a collagen coffee. So it'll be longer. Yeah, longer because my food was at 4. So usually my food's like 5, 6 o'clock. So it's like an hour more than usual. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I was going to do a live and then I was like, I don't know. It gets so noisy here. Like, you're probably hearing my laundry this whole time, but it doesn't matter what room I go in, it's going. I had to turn my AC off right now so it wouldn't be crazy loud. but it's pretty hot in North Carolina, even though it's a cooler day. It was too cool to get in the pool though. The temperature I dropped. And tomorrow is supposed to be like 69, which is in Shockville. So there's no getting in the pool tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining all day and 69. I want to get in the pool because that's my exercises, and my pool weights came in today, and I'm really, really excited to start trying them. They are 3 pounds resistant under the water. You might think that's not a lot, but I've gotten weak ever since that injury in my neck. I haven't been able to do anything really since November, so that is a lot. Like, even just the water by itself, doing these kind of motions and stuff like this, and then up and down like this, I feel it so bad after I get out, and the whole next day, and that's without the weights, and now I have weights to go with it. So hopefully it works. I've also been looking at yoga balls and the other kind of little baby yoga balls for different kind of exercises, and the bands to go around your legs, like some people call them booty bands. Just trying to add some more stuff since I can't go to the gym right now to tighten things up, especially my butt and thigh area. I'm hoping if I can tighten my thigh area a little more, the skin won't be so noticeable. But it is skin. It's just, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't have the surgeries. Not because I can't actually have it. My insurance actually pays for this, the skin removal surgery. However, I can't be put under. And I can't have pain medicine, no morphine, no Durvasets, nothing other than ibuprofen, which you cannot take after these kind of surgeries. And the doctors will not perform this kind of surgery if you can't have any kind of pain meds at all because of going into shock. Yeah, I've had a lot of surgeries without pain meds and I wasn't put under, like different kinds, like teeth being pulled out without any numbing stuff. I've had the DNC because that's what they do. Yes, they do it when you have a miscarriage and stuff like that, but mine was done because of cancer. They go in there and they scrape all the cancer out of your uterus the best they can, and they like burn it off and stuff. I had to do that with no anesthesia. So, but of course you can't have cutting your legs open into tightening skin and sewing it back together. And some people the scars are very minimum, and other people the scars are so gigantic. And I don't know, I think I'd be the person who'd rather have the amount of skin I have than the big, huge scars. And I scar weirdly. I have a scar from a biopsy because I don't get any numbing stuff from a biopsy. So I forgot what it's called, but it's a condition that when you're cut so far deep in your skin, it causes a big, hard bump or line that is raised way above your skin. And I have that. And it is actually painful. I get pain from it. So they said there is a chance that if I got skin removal surgery, I could have a long line of it and it would be painful for the rest of my life. Yeah, that's not an option. We are trying to get rid of pain, so we're just gonna deal with my loose skin. Okay, I know I've been rambling like forever. I wish I could bring my computer over here, then I would do a live. If I could sit comfortably like this, I would probably do a live, but I hate sitting in the chair in there a little too long because it starts sometimes pressing right here, which makes my head shake. We did learn when I did go to physical therapy that there is a spot here that if I press on it at all, which is a good thing why I don't wear strap bras or I would be in trouble because that's exactly what it would be pressing. It causes my head shake. You touch it and push it down, my head like gets out of my control completely. And they think it's because there's a severely pinched nerve in my muscle back there. So, I don't know for sure though. It's all like guessing, and I never could go back because of the virus. And right now in North Carolina is all crazy. They're talking about rolling back to stay at home again. Okay, Donald, this is not a politic thing in my opinion what I'm about to say, so don't freak out and stuff. So Donald Trump can't come here and hold a rally because that would be too many people in one place. Churches can't have all the congregation there anymore because there's too many people in one place. You can't have the gyms open because there's too many people in one place. You have to wear a mask at a pool. But we can have rallies and, not rallies, but we can have protesting and riots with people on top of each other, no masks, spitting, peeing on each other. You can look that part up too. That's true. People are just peeing everywhere. Burning. And that's okay. They're not going to get COVID while doing that kind of stuff, but you're going to get COVID by going to the gym and going to church and going to a Trump rally. I'm just going to leave it at that because y'all probably know where my mind is going right now. Our governor's a Democrat. Guess they don't believe in church. Not saying Democrats don't believe in church. I just don't understand why you give me rules for church and gyms and no movie theaters and no rallies, but you're not stopping the protesting and the riots. They're on top of each other. Just don't make sense to me. Nothing makes sense to me. Seems this virus just picks and chooses as it wants. Because while I was in the ER that day, the next door was COVID. Literally, the very next door. And we were sharing the same nurse. And I didn't get it, thank God. Of course, I had a mask on the whole entire time. And not one of those cheap little crappy ones. I had the N95. There was no way I was going in the hospital without one. So, I don't know. And yes, I've known 4 people who've died from it. And my uncle just finally came home. He was in the hospital. He was on a ventilator for 60 plus days. He had to have surgeries. All kind of crap he went through. Kept testing negative, then testing positive, then negative, then positive. Like, it's been a roller coaster. But he's finally home, so that is a miracle. Because a lot of people's story does not end with that miracle, especially being on a vent that long. You're lucky after 11 days you come off a vent alive. It's just not normal. Now, UNC has done tons of studies, and they're saying you need to not catch it through your nose. If you catch it through your nose, the virus goes down, and while you're sleeping, it gets in your saliva and goes down into your lungs, like your windpipe, without you knowing because you're asleep. And those are the people that are getting the worst of it. If you're getting it through your mouth, you have other symptoms, and it's not bad like it is if it actually goes through your nose. And then you got people saying when it goes through your eyes, you can lose your eyesight. And you got people saying your skin. And oh my goodness. What is up with 2020? Can we please have 2021 be a good year? Okay. And just so everyone knows, when they said the Mayan calendar ended in 2012, well, you can look this up. There was a ruler, I wish I knew his name right now, I don't know, generations, decades, centuries ago. He wanted to rule in the 1000, and he changed the calendar for the whole entire world, supposedly. And this is supposedly the real year of 2012. And that's not a conspiracy. That can actually be Googled. Like, you can search for that one. So, yeah. Every time you look this year, there's some crazy stuff that keeps coming up. Crazy stuff. So I'm going to shut up now because this is supposed to be a keto channel, and I've like gone on and on about all kind of stuff today, and this video is way longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes. I know, I'm talking really fast. But yeah, I'm lonely. It's boring here today. Just sitting here doing the laundry, and I got to learn how, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing lives more often on my phone. Like, I have a little laptop. I can read the comments as I'm recording on my phone, and then I can sit here and be comfortable. But the laptop doesn't have a camera and stuff, and you can't hook one up to it. It's not that capability. It's just this little tiny notebook thing. So I have to do my computer. I don't know, I'm so bored. Alright, I might go over there and do a live right now. So if you made it to my live, Yay. And y'all put in comments what day and times would be good days for y'all for me to do lives, because I really am wanting to pick one day a week to do a live every week, just so I can chit chat with y'all. Some of y'all have a whole lot to say and I really want to answer y'all back, but my tablets don't always know what I'm saying and they type the wrong words and it frustrates me, and my spelling's too bad to always go and try to write a big long sentence. Usually if it's a really short sentence, it's because I had to type it. If it's more than one sentence, then we know I use my tablet to answer, because my spelling sucks. So I'm going to shut up, and we will see tomorrow if eating the beef or anything hurt my weight, or changing up the hours and not getting any exercise. Maybe I'll go do the boxing game too. We'll see. I will see y'all tomorrow. If this turns off, because I just tried. Oh, I think it's not working anymore. Yep, it timed out. Okay, let me pull my big butt up here. Alright, I will see y'all tomorrow.